My heart sank as I read the text. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. From my sister to my fiancé. Have you ever uncovered a betrayal so deep it changed your life forever? Let me take you to my wedding day. The happiest day of my life. Or so I thought. What I discovered that day shattered my world, but also gave me the courage to stand up for myself in the most unexpected way. This is the story of how I exposed my sister and fiancé's betrayal in front of everyone. Jake and I had been together for 3 years. From the moment we met at a mutual friend's party, I was drawn to his confidence and charm. He was the kind of guy who could light up a room with his smile. As our relationship grew, I believed I'd found my forever. Emily, my younger sister, was my best friend. We were inseparable growing up. She was the one person I trusted with everything. When Jake proposed, Emily was the first to know. She jumped with excitement, hugged me tightly, and promised to make my wedding day unforgettable. Little did I know, she and Jake had already begun their betrayal. The months leading up to the wedding were busy but exciting. Emily helped me pick my dress, plan the decorations, and even organize my bachelorette party. Jake, too, seemed genuinely happy, often telling me how he couldn't wait to call me his wife. Looking back, it's hard to believe how convincing they were. 2 weeks before the wedding, things started to feel off. Jake became distant, often texting late at night and brushing off my questions with vague excuses. I convinced myself it was just pre-wedding jitters. One evening, while Jake was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the table. I glanced at the screen and saw a message from Emily. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. My stomach dropped. My mind raced with possibilities. But denial was my first reaction. Surely, this was a misunderstanding. Maybe they were planning a surprise for me. The discovery, adding emotional depth. The doubt wouldn't leave me alone. That night, while Jake slept, I unlocked his phone. What I found confirmed my worst fears. There were dozens of messages. Some casual, others explicit. Photos of them together at places I'd never been. Even hotel reservations. I remember sitting there, my hands trembling, tears streaming down my face. I wanted to scream, but the pain left me silent. The turning point, adding inner conflict. For days, I wrestled with what to do. Confront them? Cancel the wedding? Tell my parents? But then, an idea began to form. A way to make sure neither of them could escape the truth. The wedding day arrived, and I played my part perfectly. My hair was done, my dress was flawless, and my face betrayed none of the turmoil inside. As I walked down the aisle, I could feel their eyes on me. Jake, looking nervous but smiling. Emily, sitting in the front row, avoiding my gaze. When the officiant asked if anyone objected to our union, I took a deep breath and raised my hand. Gasps filled the room. I have something to say, I began, my voice steady despite the storm inside. I turned to Jake, then to Emily. Before I make my vows, I think everyone here deserves to know the truth. Jake's face turned pale. Emily looked like she wanted to disappear. I pulled out printed screenshots of their messages and held them up. This is the man I was about to marry, and the sister I trusted with my life. They've been sneaking around behind my back for months. The room erupted, guests whispering, my parents staring in shock, Jake stumbling over excuses. Emily tried to speak, but I cut her off. You don't get to explain, Emily. Not today. I walked out of the ceremony, my head held high, though my heart felt like it was breaking. Outside, my best friend Sarah followed me and hugged me tightly. You're so strong, she whispered. Later, I learned that Jake left in shame, and Emily faced the wrath of our family. My parents were devastated but supported me fully. As for me, I decided to take some time to heal. Traveling, rediscovering myself, and surrounding myself with people who truly cared for me. Looking back, I'm grateful I stood up for myself that day. It wasn't the wedding I dreamed of, but it was a moment of clarity that set me free. Betrayal is painful, but it reveals the truth about the people in your life. To anyone who's ever faced a similar betrayal, remember, your worth isn't defined by someone else's actions. You have the strength to walk away and find happiness again. What would you have done in my place? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories.